Here are the greatest Minecraft build hacks. Although the mace is an amazing weapon, the 2D texture isn't the greatest. To make our own hammer, place an armor stand into the ground, push a stone block into it, and then add an end rod for the handle. Finally, we can just add a few decoration blocks around it, and we'll have a hammer sitting on a rock. Birch planks make a pretty good looking floor, but if you're trying to go for an old worn down look, try mixing in some stripped bamboo logs to look like the floor is fading out. You can make a parrot house with a few trapdoors and a slab. On the inside, set down a turtle egg in an item frame and place a coral on top. Your parrot would love this house. This is a tiny well. Place down a few stairs and waterlog them. For the roofing, add some diagonal slabs like so and top it off with some signs. What's great about this well is that it actually functions as an infinite water source even though it's so small. If you have a pirate ship but it's feeling a little empty, you need this. Blacksmith villagers actually wear an eye patch, so they're the perfect crew to have aboard. It's possible to place a carpet on a decorated pot, so by building it into your floor, it'll sort of look like a food bowl for your dog. Blocks normally have to be placed on Minecraft's grid system, but by connecting stairs like so, it'll look like a full block is off the grid. Instead of just using redstone lamps for headlights, place a button and then a glowing item frame behind it to level up your cars. How does this room have light? There isn't a single visible light source because it's all hidden in the ceiling. Simply place some glowstone blocks and cover them up with carpets on top of string. This way you'll have a clean ceiling without yellow glowstone sticking out. With a lectern facing the wall and a few leaves on top, you can create a houseplant. In 1.15, there was a small gap when you place walls on top of each other, but in the next update, they were changed, so the walls are much smoother. They look much better now. Farms can look pretty ugly if they're just in the middle of your world. To blend them in, place down some pods all around the farm. If you're scared of the dark, you can put concrete blocks into invisible glowing item frames to give some extra light at night. Or you can also create a pair of spooky eyes with them. You may know you can type special characters into signs, but a cool trick you can do with this is place a square symbol at the edges of the sign. It'll look like the sign is nailed down and make a door seem barricaded. Minecraft doesn't have many placeable foods, so let's make our own. Just place red coral into an item frame and yellow coral on top to get spaghetti. We can also use armor stands and block displays to create a turkey. This looks so pretty. If you add candles near TNT, it'll look like sticks of dynamite. Make sure you don't accidentally light the TNT though. Ever wanted to place down a book? Well, a pretty convincing way to do this is by dyeing a leather helmet green and then applying the coast armor trim with quartz. Then you can put it on an armor stand and drop it onto 3 layers of snow. Once you push a block into the armor stand, you'll get what looks like a realistic book. Instead of using stairs for your roof, try using walls. They'll give your house a more unique look and don't look half bad. If you place the walls in the side of your builds like this, you can make it look like the build was damaged or is under construction. If you use a Dinnerbone name tag on a mob, it'll flip over. So we can attach it to a fence high up and it'll look like the mob is walking upside down. Want a suit and tie? Just combine a netherite chest plate with a quartz Vex armor trim. You can even invert it with an iron chest plate and netherite trim to get a white suit and black tie. Nether forests are full of life, but you can build a dead tree. It works by using muddy mangrove roots for the stem and dead coral blocks for the leaves. What's better is that you can add some hanging dead corals on the leaves, which will look like dried up vines. It blends in surprisingly well with the surrounding environment. To create a thinner tree, try exchanging out with the logs with 4 walls. For birch, we can use diorite walls, and for acacia, we can use andesite walls. Different trunk sizes will add much needed variation to our forest. By placing vines on top of redstone ore, we'll get some awesome berry vines. And if we want even more types of berries, try placing the vines on different ores like lapis ore to get blueberries or gold ore to get gooseberries. While signs are normally used for writing, they can also add texture to a lot of your builds. They can transform simple looking columns to elegant pillars. By combining lanterns and slabs, you can create pretty unique handrails for your stairways. Tires in real life will leave behind some tracks, so for some added realism, try using stairs to create some vehicle treads. Sea pickles can be placed on top of pumpkins, and melons